Hello and welcome to Kamitian Field in Holliston, Massachusetts on Friday, September 16th for Sport View's award-winning production of Holliston Panther Football 2022. It's found only on HCAT TV. Tonight, the Panthers host the Medway Mustangs in the 74th meeting of the two teams. My name is Tom Emmons, and alongside is my co-host, the legend, Jay Wyman. Jay, last week the Panthers' defense was spectacular. What do you expect to see from Holliston against Medway tonight?
Well, the one thing about defenses, Tom, is defenses never seem to get in a slump. So I expect the same thing. I expect to see a defense that's attacking, using that great speed they have, coming off the sides, getting back there and covering the receivers and everything. Defense should do really well. They also played really well, especially that offensive line picked it up last week, playing very well for Holliston. So I expect that same thing here tonight. Get the running game going a little bit and then go at the passing. And then the other thing is the special teams, which last week had two great plays at the beginning of the second half to basically turn that whole game around and put it in the win column for Holliston. So right now, this team is really well balanced. They're playing very well, and they, it's starting to all come together. Now, Medway has got a good team, good quarterback. We'll see how that works out.
Last week, the Panthers beat Foxborough 33-7, and that spectacular defense allowed a negative 3 yards rushing to the Warriors. Their longest run from the line of scrimmage, 4 yards.
Yeah,
enough said. They were dominant.
They were dominant, and again, it was the speed. You can't get around the edges with them now. They do a good job containing, and if they try to get around the edge, they can get them. And they also cover receivers very, very well.
Captain's out for the coin flip. Number 11, Brady Sweeney. Number 13, TJ Kiley. Number 9, Joey Gentile. Number 56, Grant Harper. Number 54, Pierce Alachi. And they are joined, Holliston's wearing orange tonight in support of the Tim O'Connell Foundation. And Joanne and Kevin O'Connell are out there for the coin toss. The annual Tim's Trot is tomorrow as a fundraiser from the foundation.
Yeah, it's a great foundation, and they're a super family.
Panthers come into this game with a record of 1-0. Todd Kiley is their head coach in his 20th season. His record is 158 wins against 52 losses. Medway is 0-1. Their head coach is Anthony Mazzola in his 4th season. His record is 17-11.
Well, Medway played a tough game last week against Medfield. They lost. They won all the statistical battles except the score. And the only issue was it was turnovers with them. And they had 3 big turnovers, and that did it.
Last week they lost to Medfield 14-13, scoring a touchdown late, but the extra point was no good. And they came up just a point short. Holliston's won 8 straight. We'll be back with the opening kickoff in just a moment.
One of our own, Timmy O'Connell. Timmy was an honorary captain of our Panthers in both 2007, 2008, until he passed of acute myeloid leukemia, September 9th, 2008. Timmy has been a staple of our football program since he jumped on board as a 3rd grader. During Tim time, we continue to use his strength and courage, the courage he used to battle his disease, as our inspiration in the times of adversity. If he could fight his disease with the strength, courage, and positive attitude he displayed throughout his battle, we could certainly, Coach Kiley says, try and do the same in this game of football. We wear orange tonight in support of Timmy, the O'Connell family, and Timothy O'Connell's Foundation that has raised close to $1 million to help families and doctors fight pediatric cancer. Tonight and tomorrow's Tim's Trot a time to celebrate the thousands of hours the O'Connell family has poured into fighting this disease. We wear yellow tonight for Go for the Gold Foundation down in New Jersey that's fighting the same fight. We see this as a symbol of everything that Timmy's Foundation stands for. Regardless of where you're from, you are not alone. Let's fight pediatric cancer together. With those thoughts, the Holliston High School band is here tonight. Their band leader, Sean Bilodeau, is unable to be here because of an illness in the family, but we're told all is going well there. And the band will now perform our national anthem.
Cat's own onboard stats computer, Carlos Canto, with Los's pregame lowdown.
Thank you, Tom. Last year, these two teams played to an absolute thriller over in Medway. Panthers escaped with a 35-34 win that night. You know, both teams had go-ahead scores very late in this game, and it actually came down to a last-second field goal that the Mustangs missed at the end there. And the Panthers just escaping by the skin of their teeth. Medway actually outgained Holliston 441 to 323 yards. So you know the Panthers won't be taking this Medway team very lightly tonight.
Thank you, Los.
All right, the Panthers will receive tonight's opening kickoff. Brad Andriola, Andrew Dennison are back deep.
Dennison back to receive a kick. Andrew Dennison had a kickoff return for a touchdown, a beautiful 93-yarder against Medway last year.
Well, Andriola and Dennison back there, they are two speedsters, and they get their hands on the ball. It's a lot of fun.
William Hannigan will kick it away.
Medway kick is going to come to the 20-yard
Andriola
line.
at the 20.
That's Andriola.
To about the 40.
A good return for Brad.
Return of about 17.
Well, if you're new to us, first of all, we're really happy to have you here. But I want to tell you a little bit about Holliston. They're speed. They're one of the fastest teams that they've ever had in the last 20 years. And they just play all over the field, offensively, defensively, and special teams. So you're in for a treat tonight.
First and 10.
First and 10 for 41. And we got a whistle already.
Here we go, Panthers, here we go. on the clock, 11:50.
Gonna wind the clock to 11:50 as the Panthers start with the ball.
The clock to 11:50. First and 10.
So the ball's at the Panther 41-yard line. They bounce out of a war formation. Quarterback's TJ Kiley. Back to pass on first down. Connects with Joey Gentile, number 4.
Joey kind of stretch out, make a nice catch there to pick up, look about 3 yards.
Joey was one of the Metro West Defensive Player of the Week nominees. Very great honor for number 9. He was all over the field against Foxborough.
Yeah, you watch him coming off the side, and they come off the edge out there, and they'll just let him go and turn him loose, and he's got the speed to catch any quarterbacks.
Joey led the Panthers with 6 tackles last week. Second down. Kiley, another quick throw. This time to Devin Harding, number 3. And Harding picks up enough yards. It'll be a 3rd down and 4. Harding was the Boston Globe Division IV Player of the Week. He rushed and received for 173 total yards and 2 touchdowns in the Panthers' victory. Kiley on 3rd down, connects with Brady Sweeney. And the Panthers are into Medway territory.
Nice pitch and catch by TJ and Brady Sweeney. And Brady, you know, last week he had that great interception return for a touchdown.
Brady was a perfect 2 for 2 last year against Medway. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns. Great efficiency. First down and 10 now from the Medway 41. Kiley, a little mix-up in the backfield, and Harding falls on it. But that'll be a loss on the play.
Yeah, very lucky that Harding did fall on it too, because they were coming in. Medway was coming in, and they had 2 guys on either side of him.
So second down and 5 for Holliston. Second down and 15, excuse me.
9:40 left to go in the first quarter here, no score.
Fake to Harding. That was a pitch out to Andrew Dennison, number 6. He also had 2 touchdowns last week against Foxborough. 1 receiving, 1 rushing.
You know, you get him out in space, he and Brady Sweeney, both of them, and even Devin Harding, you know, those guys, Coach Kiley will try and get them out in space because you don't have to throw the ball too far to them. They can have a lot of yards after catch when they're on and we're in space.
On the season, the Panthers are 4 for 10 on 3rd down, 40%.
3rd down and 12 for Holliston. Kiley back to pass, steps up, and he's going to go. TJ to the outside and stances out of bounds. First down, Holliston.
You know, we talked to the captains, and of course TJ's one of the captains on the preseason show, and he said that was one of the things that he was going to work on this year is getting out there and using his speed and increasing his speed so he can get out there and move a little bit more, and he's able to buy himself a first down there. You know, if they get him going, Tom, and they get him running like that, they're going to be really tough to stop.
First and 10 from the Medway 28. Holliston on their first drive of the night. No score. 8:16 to go in the first quarter. Handoff to Harding. He hits the right side. And he's got 5 or 6 yards close to the 20-yard line.
On 6. Second and 4.
Looks like
call
about
that one 2nd and 3.
Yeah, it's about 7-yard gain there.
Nice one for Devin Harding.
Holliston controlling the clock, controlling the game, controlling the whole flow. 7:40 left to go in the first quarter.
Kylie back to pass again, steps up. This time looks left, looking towards the end zone. Incomplete.
Incomplete in the corner of the end zone.
Well, I like when TJ rolls to his left. You know, he's a right-handed quarterback, and a lot of times the right-handed quarterbacks have a little trouble throwing across their body when they're running to the left. But for some reason, he has the ability to run to his left and make the plays.
He was running towards the line of scrimmage, so he had a little forward momentum too. 3rd down and 3.
This is obviously a 4-down situation here, so they do not have to get the first down here.
This time Harding, right side, dances outside. Number 3 up the sideline. Touchdown, Panthers! Devin Harding, number 3.
Well, you mentioned about Devin Harding and what he can do, and again, another special player. And he's only a junior. He's back next year. He's really something. He was really good as a sophomore last year, and he's taken it up a notch as a junior this year. And really special run. Great drive by Holliston. 7:12 left to go in the first quarter. Ooh, high snap of
Extra
McElligott.
point is up and good. So Jack McElligott with the extra point makes it 7-0 with 7:12 to go in the first quarter.
Holliston has a 7-0 lead.
I think Nick Lodge is his holder down there, and whoever those, I think it was Nick, and he did a nice job recovering. A little bit of the snap was a little bit high, but he's able to get it down and get it set properly, and let Jack be able to kick it through.
So Harding scores from 21 yards out to put the Panthers ahead, and that was his 3rd touchdown of the season. And the 11th of his Panther career. So a nice, efficient drive, just
7
one
points.
negative play for the Panthers, as they just rolled down the field on the Mustangs. Let's give a shout out to that front 5. Number 72, Vladimir Valesky. Number 70, Jack Schnelling. Number 54, Pierce Alachi. Number 56, Grant Harper. And number 50, Jimmy Parmisi.
OG will kick it away.
Jack Schelling is. There's the kick from OG.
Fielded at the 15.
15-yard line.
Out of bounds.
The Medway returner is going to be pushed out at the 30-yard line.
Not sure if you saw the game last week, but what
William
happened was
Hadigan with the return.
Holliston had, in the beginning of the second
Fielded
half, they
at
were
the
kicking
15, runs it
off
back
to
to
Franklin,
the-
and Foxborough. And
31,
Foxborough fumbled the ball.
16 on the return.
Holliston special teams picked it up, recovered it, and then
Mustangs will
Holliston
start
went in
there
on one
for
play for a
31,
touchdown.
first
The
and
next
10.
kickoff, the ensuing kickoff, the ball went in a strange area down on the other side of the field, and Holliston used their speed to get down and recover.
Quarterback for Medway, number 11, Luke Fronton. He's quite an athlete. Hands off on first down. And gang tackled by the
Holliston
Panthers after a
Panthers
short
meant to stop.
gain.
Lucas Bagenkopf had the first
That
contact.
was number 5, Henry Camaris. He had 65 yards and a
David
touchdown.
Dillon and on the stop
The
along
junior
with
did
Pierce
against
Alachi.
Medfield last week.
Well, what you'll see tonight with this defense, you're going to see a defense that's very quick, very fast, and they go to the ball. They go to the ball a lot, and they stay out of. If this whole team from Holliston can stay out of trouble with penalties and turnovers, they'll be in good shape.
2nd and 6. Fronton hands it off to number 6, and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Number 9, Joey Gentile.
Joey G with the D.
Well, I told you, you know what? Kind of watch him, and when you can, if you can see him, he'll be outside, and they will just let him go. They really do. They do, and they do a good job of that. And the reason they can do that is because when he gets a chance to tackle, he doesn't miss. just as he did there. He makes a good tackles.
3rd down and 14. Last year, Fronton passed for over 1,200 yards and 15 touchdowns. Here he goes. He's pushed out of the pocket by number 51, David Villa, and just lets it go. And that'll bring up 4th down. Great pressure by the Panthers.
Yeah, well, they all came, and that's what they can do. And the quarterbacks, if you don't have blockers back there, you're going to be in trouble if you don't get that ball off quickly.
That'll bring up 4th down for Medway.
Now, a lot of times they'll try and kick away from these returns, but that's a fumble.
Oh, fumbled snap, and that goes off the side of his foot, the kick. And Medway will down it at the 42-yard line. Great field position for the Panthers as they start their second drive with 5:30 to go in the first quarter, leading 7-0.
Well, this crowd tonight is big, and they are absolutely electric already in this game. 7-0, 5:30 left to go in the first quarter. Holliston has the ball on their side, the Medway side of the field, and right now they're looking pretty good.
Gentile and Sweeney to the left, Dennison and McCarron to the right of the formation. Kiley's back to pass. He's going deep, and there's number 11's got a step, and a great catch by Brady Sweeney, number 11. Doesn't he know it?
I talked about
the 8-yard line.
I talked about this earlier in some of these other games, how I think that TJ has done a really nice job being able to loft that ball up high and get it up over the defense and get it a good position where they can make catches. But I'll tell you, I don't care what position it's in. Brady Sweeney just catches the ball.
Great catch by number 11. So the Panthers 1st and goal now.
Thank you.
Fake to Harding. Pitch to Gentile. Goes around the right side, left side. Picks up 2 yards. And a 2nd down and goal from the 6. The crowd, the Red Sea is yelling Joey G.
This is like, honest to God, it's like a playoff game down here.
It is.
The atmosphere is just absolutely tremendous. Getting the signals in. Coach Kiley getting the signals into his team.
Sweeney and Dennison now to the right. McCarron and Gentile to the left. The receivers to the left.
The wide open to the right. It's wide, absolutely wide open.
Kiley rolls right. Looks back. Bounces outside. Lets it go to the corner. Incomplete. Looked like he had Sweeney. He was trying to reel it in and keep the toes in, but he was just out of bounds. So that'll bring up 3rd down and goal from the 6.
Well, we'll see how Medway plays this. We'll see. They started off kind of getting up kind of right in the receivers' faces, which is the kind of defense I really like. It's really, really aggressive. But sometimes you can get beat off the line, and you're in trouble if that happens because the receivers here, Dennison, Sweeney, these guys are really fast.
3rd and goal from the 5.
Kiley fakes it to Harding. Looks to the corner of the end zone. No, he takes it himself and scores. Touchdown, Panthers! TJ Kiley.
That's the type of play right there that you want your quarterback to do. If your quarterback is going to run, that's what you want it to do. You want it to look for the open spaces, wait, be very patient. He was patient with the pass, and he was patient with the run. And he waited for everything to open up, which it did with a fake that he threw, and that was it. He got it in. 3:49 left to go as McKelliger looks up for the extra point.
Collier snap, the large hold, and the Elliott kick is good. 2 for 2, Jack McElliott.
Guys, 4 plays, 42 yards, 1:41 minutes on that scoring drive by the Panthers.
Well, that's speed, and that's what speed will do for you.
That was Kylie's second rushing touchdown of his career. And with 3:49 to go in the first quarter, the Panthers are up 14-0. So 2 drives and 2 touchdowns here tonight so far.
You know, last year this was a really young team, really inexperienced team. And they came out and they tried their best and everything and lost a few games up front. Of course, they beat Medway, and then they ended up with a 5 straight wins at the end. And I think during those 5 straight wins, they learned a lot about themselves. And they came in here this year now, and they are just loaded for bear. They are ready for everything, and they're playing at a very, very high level right now.
Number 8, Owen Zakshevsky with the kickoff.
OZ will kick it away.
The crowd is yelling, OZ, OZ. There's the kick. Drives the Medway guy back to the 15.
Ball on the ground.
Oh, and a fumble. Holliston has
Holliston has
caused the turnover. They're waving they got it. Number 12,
They got
Nick
it.
Larch with the fumble recovery. And the Panthers are in business at the Medway 30-yard line. Shades of last week.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you get down there. You know, again, Holliston holding their lanes, doing a good job of that. So it's Holliston ball. They're holding their lanes, Tom, until they get down there and make the tackle. There's 2 or 3 guys around the ball. The ball comes out, and that's what happens when you keep attacking the ball like that.
They did that on back-to-back kickoffs in the second half against Foxborough.
In the second one, like I said, it was almost like an onside kick. They kicked it deep, but no one from Foxborough went for it, and Holliston used their speed to get down and cover it.
Ball's at the Medway 31. And we got a timeout on the field. Medway with 3:40 to go here in the first quarter. 14-0 Holliston. We'll be back in a moment. Coach Mazzola calling a smart timeout, I think, to calm his young team down a little bit.
If he saw the tape from last week, which I'm sure he did, what he's telling his team is look out for the right off the bat, trying to score quickly right here with the ball.
Well, Holliston's got threats, long threats all over the field.
Right, and you see what those D backs now, they're playing back a little further. They do not want to get beat.
Kylie to Harding, right side. Good push by the offensive line. He grinds it out to almost the 25.
He is such a good runner. And you know, he doesn't look that big. It's not like he's one of these big 240-pound bruisers, but he has tremendous leg power, great balance, and he's always moving forward and leaning forward.
He's got almost 800 career rushing yards. Second down and 4 for the Panthers.
This is a good spot right here for a crossing. Someone to go across the middle like Brady Sweeney. The middle is open where the safety was supposed to be.
TJ goes deep. Number 6 is open. Touchdown, Panthers! Andrew Dennison.
Andrew Dennison. 31.
Well,
Yards on the TD pass.
that ball was thrown perfectly, and Dennison just beat everybody. There was no one around him. He just blew everybody away from the line, just like a sprinter would. He got out there, and TJ just lofted the ball just perfectly. Nice, easy ball for Dennison to catch and make it 20-0 with the extra point coming up. 2:41 left to go in the first quarter still.
Just 2 plays, 31 yards on that scoring drive.
Kelly kick is up and good.
McCalligut's going to
So
set.
the Panthers scored just like lightning after, and they put 2 touchdowns up on the board, and it's 21-0 with 2:41 left in the first quarter.
McCalligut's going to get in the record books pretty soon. He keeps kicking like this.
That was TJ Kiley to Dennison. That was a 24-yarder. Los.
Which one?
The
This one?
touchdown pass.
26.
26-yarder, and that was Kiley's 3rd touchdown of the season. 3rd touchdown pass of the season. Want to give a shout out to My FM 101.3. We got John and Joe in the house. It's nice to have.
It's great to have them. Yeah, it's a special game. You know, you want to listen to them. Like they said, they're not just from Milford anymore, and they're out here doing the game that both Medway and Holliston can pick up on the radios.
Oshevsky with the kick to the 15.
And not much further.
Short return just across the 20-yard line to the 20. I guess they're going to mark it to the 25. Hey, got to give a shout out to our own Jack Harper, his dulcet tones.
The dulcet tones of Jack Harper. Yep, he's up here. We got a whole Holliston booth up here today.
The stars of H are back if you get a chance to watch the tape. Last week's game, it's really something. Jay and Tom are doing it up, and they brought Carlos along again.
So Medway's going to try to gather themselves 1st and 10 from their own 25.
Blitz.
Found with the handoff, but
What a great job blitzing up the middle. The defensive line split that thing so that linebacker, I didn't see which one it was, one of the linebackers got right in there.
Things up, 3-yard loss, 2nd and 13.
starting defense for the Panthers, Owen Zakshevsky, number 54, Pierce Olachi, number 51, David Villa, number 44, Chris Pacheco, number 9, Joey Gentile, number 12, Nick Larsh, number 4, Cooper Olson, number 33, Lucas Badenkoff, number 11, Brady Sweeney, number 6, Andrew Dennison, number 1, Brad Andriola. 2nd down and 13. Fronton fires, but it's incomplete. Gentile in coverage.
See, what happens is when you start to pressure a quarterback like that and you're getting into the backfield all the time, they're going to try and run short passes. And so that allows the Holliston players to stick with those receivers, and it just makes it, you know, it's like that cycle of life thing. You know, it just makes it worse and worse and worse for the offense. They're going to have to do something to get the ball downfield.
Well, Fronton's got that kind of arm. If they can,
Yes.
the Medway offensive line can give him a few seconds.
You're absolutely right. They got to give him some time, and he's got to feel comfortable that he's going to get the time in order to call the plays.
Panthers are holding opposing offenses to 4 of 16 on 3rd down, 25%.
3rd and 13 for Medway. Fronton back to pass. Sends it deep to number 7. Knocked away at the last second by Andriola. That was in the hands of number 7, Brandon McNamara.
Nice job by Brad Andriola, and then Nick Lodge is over here too to finish him off if he would have caught the ball. So once again, with 1:48 left to go in the first quarter, Medway's in kind of a precarious situation.
Forced to punt again. Number 6, Will Haddigan. Back to punt. There's a good snap. His kick again off the side of his foot.
Yeah, shanked it.
And Holliston's going to have the ball in good field possession for their 4th drive of the first quarter.
Maybe even a little better than good. Maybe tremendous field position the way they're playing.
They mark it at the 34-yard line of Medway.
You know, you think about these games and the different games they played and how well Holliston has played and the scrimmages and last week in Foxborough, but you still come in and you really don't know what's going to happen because, like I say all the time, it takes 3 games to know what kind of team you have.
Kylie, short drop, steps up, fires to a wide open Owen McCarron, number 2. He puts his shoulder down and bullies his way inside the 5-yard line.
Well, that tight end, you know, they're going to be open because everyone is so concerned with the great speed they have on the outside that tight end is going to be open almost all the time. And what happened was it looked like they might have even brought a little blitz over off the right-hand side from Holliston. And that left that flat wide open. Oh, McCarron gets out there, and it was, once again, pitch and catch with T.J. Kylie.
McCarron with his first catch of the season, and it was a beauty. Great run after catch.
And his first catch is a number 2. Changed his number. He changed his number. Yep.
It's working for him. 1st and goal for Holliston from the 5. Kylie fires.
Touchdown.
Touchdown, Panthers!
And that was number 2.
And Owen McCarron with his first touchdown of the season, actually the first of his Panther career.
27-0 Holliston, 47 seconds still left to go in the first quarter here.
That's T.J. Kylie's 2nd touchdown pass of the game. The extra point is punched through. McElliott is 4 for 4, and the Panthers are up 28-0 with 47 seconds to go in the first quarter. Wow, didn't see this coming.
Well, offense, defense, special teams. You know, and this is one of those situations where you get in a speed mismatch. You know, I mean that's a good quarterback over there, Tom. You said it before. I mean, you know, they got size. They're good. They're good ball players and stuff, but they just caught somebody on the wrong night tonight.
Guys, just a correction on that last touchdown. I think it was Joey Gentile who caught the reception.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Gentile from.
To be honest, I totally missed the last catch. I don't know which it was. It could have been.
That was Gentile's first touchdown of the season.
2 great catches on that drive for Omac.
No, now they're saying it is Owen McCarron. Now they're saying
it is McCarron.
Yep.
Okay. I thought so, but.
Yep. Offsides, Holliston.
Panthers were offside, so
They'll move it back 5 and kick it again. 47 seconds left to go, first quarter. Offense, defense, special teams. I mean, you just can't do it any better than what they've done so far in the first 11 minutes and 13 seconds of this ball game.
Well, I think this run of touchdowns here in the first quarter, though, did get ignited by that defense. Ball skips to the 25-yard line. Hannigan.
Oh.
Pacheco was there first.
CJ Pacheco was there first.
Badenkoff finished him off.
Help again from David Villa. Pacheco and Villa on the stop.
But that defense with the first 3
Tom,
and out.
You are so right. The defense sets the tone in every sport. The defense sets the tone, and the defense is really setting the tone tonight. And when they can play this well, then the offense can do whatever they want when they're out there. They don't have to worry. They don't have the pressure of having to score all the time.
Braun fakes it to Camaras, and then is dropped at the line of scrimmage by OZ number 8, Owen Zakshevsky.
You know, Owen, you look at him, and he's kind of like a lot of times he plays what they call the one technique, and the zero technique, and that means he's right over the center sometimes. And if he's right over the center or in between the center of the guard, it doesn't matter. What he can do is, with his length and his strength, is he can beat the offensive lineman. He doesn't need to have be a 300-pounder to control them and bull rush them. It's length and strength and speed, and that's what he does best.
And as this quarter comes to an end, the Mustangs still looking for their first yard of positive yardage.
We'll be back with second quarter action in just a moment. Well, the Panthers are going to have to wear orange every night.
Wow, I guess.
From now on.
I guess.
They got to get the O'Connells out there for every coin toss.
Yep.
And I don't know what Joanne called, heads or tails, but it's working for Holliston.
It is, and I didn't see if the Mustangs won the toss and deferred. That happens a lot of times. I wouldn't. You have an offense like that, although what are you going to do? If you take the ball, you got the defense. If you give them the ball, you get the offense. I mean, right now it's just all clicking.
Right. And Holliston hasn't had to dig deep for any Tim time. I mean, on Timmy O'Connell night.
Yeah.
I mean, they haven't faced much adversity yet.
Nope. But there's still 3 quarters to go, and it's still football. And believe me, I've seen weirder things happen.
And the ball's not round.
The ball is not round. Thank you. I said that to you about, 15 years ago.
That's right. And I remember.
And you remember it. And by that you mean funny things can happen with that ball. You never know. That ball's not round. It's not going to bounce right back up to you like Red Auerbach used to say.
Speaking of Red Auerbach, I saw
Steve
Red
Curley.
Auerbach camp president
Steve Curley
in the crowd tonight.
One of Red Auerbach's friends.
That's right. He's got some great stories.
Unbelievable.
1st and 10 for Medway. Fronten takes it himself. And the offensive line tries to get some momentum, and the defense says, no, no, no.
See, again, like I was saying with Owen, the other linemen too, they're quick. I mean, CJ, he's quick. He can get in there quickly, and Dave Villa and all those guys, they can get in there really, really quickly. And
well, quick and strong.
Yeah,
Jay.
yeah, and they are very strong, and
quick and strong is what you need. I love Coach Kiley saying, I don't care what size you are.
He did, yep. And that's, you get a kid like Pierce Alachi, same thing. He gets in there, offensive line, defensive line. He's not huge, but he knows what he's doing. He gets the job done.
2nd and 12 for Medway. Fronten rolls to his left, fires.
Oh, intercepted.
Intercepted by number 6.
Yep, intercepted.
Andrew Dennison. And Holliston's got the ball again. Number 6 just dived in front of the Medway receiver.
And that's what they can do. See, you can stay with them because their recovery speed and quickness is so great that if he gets by you a little bit, it still gives Andrew Dennison the chance to catch up or to come back as he did there to make the interception. And again, this isn't good news for Medway because Holliston, again, has a short field.
Ball's at the Medway 36 with 11:04 left in the first half. Kiley faked to Dennison. He's got it to Gentile on the end around. He's up the sideline. And finally brought down, but not after a Panther first down.
You know, that offensive line we talked about in the after the Franklin game, and you know, Franklin gave them a lot of trouble. Now, Franklin's a really good team. I mean, they went up and beat a good Wachusett team last week. So they had a really good defensive line. But Holliston's offensive line, a little problem against it. Well, they fixed that, and they fixed it in a hurry because they played well against Foxborough, and they're playing very well here tonight against Medway, too.
1st and 10 from the Medway 22. Kiley, handoff to Harding. Nice tackle by number 5, Henry Camaras.
That looked like between, Kiley and Harding, it almost looked like TJ wanted to keep the ball.
Maybe he
was
was trying to read the play a little bit, RPO.
And he saw, and rightfully so, he saw on the left-hand side there was nobody over there. If he had kept that ball and gone, he would have got a lot of yardage. TJ would have.
2nd and 10, no gain on the play. Kiley drops back, steps up, goes back again, fires to the end zone, tipped up. Nice play by the Medway defender. Incomplete on the pass.
I think TJ just really wanted to throw that one a little bit sooner, but he had to do that little hitch there and wait for split second, and that allowed his receiver to clear out and leave the Medway guy there by himself.
That brings up 3rd and 10.
Again, 4 down territory, so, if they pick up 4 or 5 here, that'll be good. $9:30 left to go in the half.
Kiley looks left, scrambles right. He's being chased. Fires it for the end zone, incomplete.
Yeah, that got tipped, I think. It looked like a...
That brings up 4th and 10 for Holliston. Like you said, they'll go for it here.
Well, of course, at this point, the way that defense is playing right now.
Panthers are 1 for 2 on 4th downs this year so far.
Holliston's going to take a timeout here.
So timeout, Panthers with 9:20 to go, up 28-0. We'll be back in a moment. So 4th and 10 for the Panthers. They really have a myriad of options to move the chains. Let's see what Coach Kiley drew up. TJ rolls left. Cuts it back. He's going to take the ball himself. Puts his shoulder down and pushes forward.
Be close.
Looks like he's going to be a little short of the first down.
Oh, looks like he got it.
To be enough for a first down.
They're marking it a first down over there. Yep, he got it.
Wow.
Again,
So
now,
Kiley with the first down.
now that's twice he's done that. He did it on the touchdown that he made, and he did it there where he just. I think you can tell that he's worked on that all summer long because he's not just fast, he's quick, and he's able to dart in and out and avoid the tackles.
So 1st and 10 from the 11, which is essentially a 1st and goal, but the Panthers could pick up a first down. Kiley to Harding.
Devin Harding straight ahead.
Hits the middle of the line and picks up 3.
Yeah, that was
2nd and 7.
that was good closure by the Medway defense because Holliston had just split those two defenders, the two defensive linemen, wide apart, and it looked like Devin was going to be able to just trot into the end zone, but they recovered well. The linebackers recovered.
Step, the snack bar is open.
8:35 left to go in the first half.
On 2nd and about 6.
Oh, he's
Fires
got
to
him.
the corner of the
He's
end
got him.
zone.
He's got him.
Open. Touchdown,
Yeah.
Panthers!
Yeah, that was a pretty play. I thought for a minute it was it might get called as a pick penalty, but it wasn't.
Number 11, Brady Sweeney. That's his first touchdown of the game, 2nd of the year.
Again, you get him out there, and Brady is going to be a mismatch for almost any D-back that tries to cover him. He's big, he's tall, he's got the arms that can get up there. He's got a good, what they call radius. His extra point is up and good.
And Jack McElliott is a perfect 5 for 5 tonight.
But getting back to Brady, you know, he's just going to be a nightmare for anybody trying to cover him now. They tried earlier to cover him with the cornerback and the safety as they were marching downfield a couple times. It just didn't matter. And the other thing is when you do that, what are you going to do with Dennison? You're going to have to double team him. And if you do that, now you got McCarron back there or Devin Harding slipping out into the flat. You know, it's just too many weapons.
Brady Sweeney with his 12th touchdown catch of his career puts the Panthers up 35-0 with 8:20 to go in this first half. And it's just a giant love fest here for the Panthers.
Well, you know, sometimes you get games like this, you know. Sometimes you're the hammer and sometimes you're the nail. And tonight, Holliston's lucky enough to be the hammer right now. Again, a long way to go. I mean, you know, but it is 35-0, so we'll see how this plays out.
TJ Kiley with his 24th career touchdown pass. Oshevsky with the kick, line drive to the 15. Hannigan winds his way up just shy of the 30-yard line.
So now that's all you gotta do now is face the defense.
And
I'm not sure, Los, do they still not have any positive yardage?
Still looking for their first positive yard. Negative 10 yards of total offense for the Mustangs.
Well, almost 16 minutes into the game.
well, they've gotten positive yards. They just got negative yards to offset it.
Yes. Still looking for their first net positive yard.
Fronten, deep drop.
Broncon's pass is
Ooh.
Pass incomplete.
hit the ground.
Just in front of Hannigan.
Incomplete pass, 2nd and 10.
Looked like they were trying to set up some kind of screen
They were
there, but Holliston had it covered.
Yeah, I think you're right. They were trying to set up a screen, but what happened was, I think that was that Joey Gentile that had floated back there and into coverage. Somebody floated back there into coverage, and that kind of broke up the whole thing.
Second down and 10 from the 30. Front hands it off to Camaris.
Inside for about 2.
Hit after a gain of 1 or 2.
David Phillip. Lucas Bates on the stop.
And you see it, and again, Tom, you get all those tacklers in there. Everybody going to the ball, and again, that helps you with the tackling. And if the ball should ever drop out, it's your team that's around there.
Third and about 9.
Third down and 9 for the Mustangs.
This is one of those teams, especially if you're a defensive coach like Coach Athey, you got to really love coaching this. I mean, you can do a lot of stuff with a team like this.
Front rolls left, it rolls right, and Holliston's got him covered.
Brady Sweeney, the first one on the tackle there.
Sweeney coming up strong. Good call. That'll bring up fourth down for the Mustangs.
Brings up a 4th and 11.
Now, first 2 kicks have been kind of shanked a little bit. We'll see if the kicker can get one off here. Of course, if you get one off, then you get the other problem of the Holliston returners.
And Dennison back there.
Short kick.
This one only goes 10 yards. And Holliston's going to take over at the 40. What's the average field position for the Panthers? Must be very good tonight.
I'll get back to you on that.
Well, they only had the one big drive at the beginning of the game, right? They got the kick return. They ate up like 5 or 6 minutes on that drive.
That was from the their own 40.
Right.
That was a 60-yard drive.
Right. That was the long one.
But the offense has been 5 for 5.
Average field position for the Panthers, their own 41-yard line.
Now, that's not going to help the Medway cause either. When you basically to Holliston, that's a short field.
2 turnovers and a couple of short punts. 6:35 to go in the first half. The Panthers are on their sixth offensive drive tonight. Hand off to Harding. He gets away from the first tackler, gets into the second level. Nice screen by Sweeney. And he's inside the 20 to the 15-yard line.
One famous announcer once said, "I can't believe what I just saw. What a great move by Devin Harding there. He just stopped and turned around, reversed, and went. What a beautiful, beautiful move."
Great acceleration by number 3 when he shook off that first tackle. Ball's at the 14, 1st and 10. And Holliston calls a timeout with 6:07 to go in the first half. We'll be back in just a moment.
6:07.
You know, Tom, one of the things coming into the season, and we talked about this a little bit too, and that Coach Kiley, what he always does is schedule really strong teams. And, you know, they scrimmaged Natick, they scrimmaged, it was really a game, actually, Franklin, and then last week with Foxborough. And they've been able to apply their trade against some big, important ball clubs.
1st and 10, handoff to Harding. He winds his way through.
Harding is down to about
Looks like he's got close to another first down. And that is going to bring up 1st and goal for the 1 for Holliston. Harding he's like sneaky fast.
He's fast and he's quick and he's always going in the right direction.
Well, obviously, I mean, this being his junior year, he's bulked up a little bit too.
Yeah.
Strong enough to take on those tacklers.
I think this is where, if you're the coaching staff, you give it to Harding and let him finish this drive.
1st and goal from the 1. Hand up to Harding. He dances in. Touchdown, Panthers! Number 3, Devin Harding.
Well,
with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
That was Devin Harding and his offensive line. And he got in there, and there were some big holes, and he took great advantage of them. But there was also that one run that he did by himself, that first run, that was just a thing of beauty. Wow. Boy, oh boy, McKellar, he's really kicking well.
And the extra point is no good.
That really got up there, though. Wow.
With 5:55 to go in the half.
So with 5:55 to go in the first half, it's 41-0 Holliston. Harding with his 4th touchdown of the season. Well, it's been Panthers.
Yeah, the whole thing has been Panthers, and you know, you get in one of these situations again. You get in a game like this, and everything just starts going downhill. You know.
Well,
this
Holliston's played a pretty tight ball game. I mean, for themselves in all 3 phases of the game. Can't really pick out many mistakes at all that the Red had made.
That's right. You know, you're Coach Kiley. You know, you get in a situation like this, and especially if they score one more, I mean, you want to keep your regulars in playing, give them the playing time. But what are you going to do? You're not going to be playing them when if it gets up to be any worse than this.
OZ, chip kick, taken at the 30.
Oh, what a hit.
Returned to the 35-yard line. Well, right in front of the Red Sea, and they have been vocal tonight and very pleased with the score on the scoreboard.
Yeah, the field up the end zone up to our left, it's just mobbed with people.
It's nice to see.
It's really
almost,
great.
It's almost ringed with fans like you'd see on a Thanksgiving morning.
Exactly, and it's deep. It's not just 1 or 2 people. It's deep.
Oh, it's a beautiful night for football. And glad everybody came out. Broughton with a complete pass. Number 87 close to a first down. That's Sean Anderson.
Sean Anderson, receiver.
It's going to be, looks like it's going to be 2nd down and 1.
Oh, the game. Yeah, they spotted it, yeah.
There's a flag on the field.
Yep, flag here.
Like an initial gain of about 8.
What was the call?
Did
I don't
not
know,
see
but
it.
it looks like he didn't wave it like he was going to take it up, but no, they're gonna march it off.
Against Holliston?
Yeah.
Now a flag against Holliston.
5 yards.
Let's see if we can find out what this is.
I didn't recognize that one.
I mean,
So first down,
Never seen 5 yards added
Other-
to the end of a run.
no, never 5. I mean, 10, maybe 15,
Yeah.
definitely, but I don't know what that was. All right.
After the penalty, the ball's at the Medway 41. 5:45 to go in the first half. Medway sends trip receivers to Fronten's right. Fires to his right. Caught by number 7. That was Brandon McNamara.
Joey Gentile and Andrew Dennison on the tackle.
Well, so now see a little life there over in the Medway side.
So Medway crosses into Panther territory for the first time tonight.
And with that play, they finally go positive yardage here. They've got 5 total yards of offense.
Fronten back to pass under a rush. Puts it up. Knocked away.
Nicely covered. But someone got in and almost got Fronten. I didn't see who it was.
I think that was Dennison in coverage. He knocked it away at the last second.
But was that Gentile that got in and almost got the quarterback?
He came
right in and he stuck his hand up just as he got there, and the ball got out of the quarterback's hands.
So 3rd down and 3 for Medway.
5:04 left to go in the first half. And I would think Holliston will be attacking right here.
Fronten hands off to Camaris.
Oh, he
and
got
looks
it.
like he rolls forward for the first down.
Got the first down.
Here's Salachi made the stop.
But the Mustangs move the chains again.
First down, moves it to the 40. 1st and 10.
They've got to make hay on first down as much as they can. If not, they got to make hay at least by 2nd down. Because if they don't, and they have 3rd and long, Holliston's just going to just keep coming after that quarterback.
1st and 10 from the Panther 40-yard line. Fronten back to pass. Goes deep, looking for a Hannigan.
Wow, that looked like a really nice pass. It almost looked from here like if Hannigan stretched out, he might have had a shot at that. But of course, we got a bad angle up here, so I don't know if that was really as close as it looked to us.
CJ Pacheco had some great pressure on the quarterback on that last play.
Yeah, I know, Lawson. They're going to come. I mean, they're just going to load up and pin their ears back.
2nd down and 10 for Medway.
Screen.
Everybody came. One-on-one coverage, and Andriola almost picked it off.
That is great coverage. That is great coverage right there. Brad almost made the catch too. I thought there were so many Holliston players got through that line. I thought they were setting up a screen pass.
Yeah, no, everybody poured in on that play.
Pressure from everyone on that one.
.425 left to go. Clock stop.
So 3rd and 10 for Medway. Back
again.
to pass, chased by 4 Panthers.
Yep.
And overthrows Camaris, incomplete.
Yeah, that's a tough throw for a quarterback, especially when he's really on the run like that, to throw to your left across your body and make it a good throw.
Well, and to see the whole defensive front coming at you like that.
And that's the thing, Tom. They're all coming. .420 left with all these incomplete passes. The clock isn't running quite as fast as it was running earlier on in the game.
And Medway's going to go for it on 4th and 10.
Great call by the coach. I that you got to do this.
Front, back to pass. Got time. Over the middle. Oh! Nice play by Dennison from his safety spot.
Wow.
Wow, big hit by number 6.
That was a great play. Timed in just perfectly.
Just as the Medway receiver was touching the ball in his hand, he was able to contest that ball up high.
So now Holliston gets the ball again with 4:15 left to go in the half.
Panthers will take over at the 40. 1st and 10.
And this is only the second time, as you had said earlier, Tom, that they're getting the ball in their own end.
Right. The opening kickoff and now. And it looks like the Panthers are in war now. They've come out in their war formation. Nick Larch, number 12, is the quarterback. C.J. Pacheco on one wing. Devin Harding on the other. And right away, we got a flag. I think Holliston jumped.
They did jump, False start.
False start will send them back 1st and 15. Nick Larch is in the quarterback with the war offense.
Number 15, Kevin Sahagan, comes in at the fullback spot. Pitch to Harding, right side. Number 3 follows his blockers, and he's ahead for 7.
It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's got quite a few yards tonight, Harding. Loesch, you have a number for him?
Devin Harding, 10 carries for 72 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Wow. Jeez. Just another night at the office.
Good call, DeLegend. Second and 8 for Holliston. Pacheco, left side, number 44. Barrels his way to the 49. He's going to be 1 yard short.
Imagine having to tackle Pacheco after all that.
Well, the thing about Pacheco is, he came up there and he almost stood up as a player came at him, and he knocked the player back a little bit, and he picked up another couple of yards.
Holliston back at the line. Larch under center. Harding, right side. Jumps one to tackler, and he gets brought down at the 42.
That's actually Cooper Olson, number 4.
Oh, they switched out backs.
Well, the
Panthers have another first down, and they're in Medway territory again.
That's the other thing Holliston has this year too, is they got a lot of depth.
There's Harding, this time to the left. Follows Alachi. Picked up a couple of yards.
Several times in the past we've talked to the offensive lineman, and you just know it's an offensive lineman that you love the war. You just really, you could just go at people in different angles, and they don't know where you're coming from, and it's a lot better than standing back and getting pummeled when your quarterback's back there trying to pass, you're trying to protect for him.
Right.
So this is a lot of fun for these offensive linemen.
Harding on the right, Olson on the left. And it's number 4, Cooper Olson cuts the corner. And another first down for the Panthers.
1:42 left to go in the half.
Big Black was pulling out there as well.
Ball's at the Medway 22 with 1 minute and 38 seconds left in the first half. Clock is running. Pacheco, number 44, left side. And the whole pile rolls forward again, close to another first down.
You know, with the score the way it is, they probably wouldn't do this, but you see how that defense is starting to line up now? They're just playing 100% run. This is where you just can pop back and hit somebody wide open in the end zone for a touchdown.
Second down and 2, 1:06 in the clock running.
Here they come.
Second and 2.
Ball's on the ground. I think Medway has it.
Olsen.
Ball is down.
Yeah, Medway has it.
Yep.
And Medway has the ball. With 52 seconds left in the half,
Covers the fumble with
they stopped the
52
Panthers
seconds
for
to
the
go
first
down.
time tonight.
Well, actually, the Panthers stopped the Panthers for the first time tonight. Now, the other thing is too, in a situation like this, is that, you know, you've got a big game coming up next weekend against Milton, and you want to keep everybody sharp. You don't want to let them do anything out of the ordinary here or slack off at all.
So Medway back on their own 15 front and pitches it out to Camaris.
Gain of a couple.
Clock keeps running. 40 seconds left to go in the half. But you know what I mean, Tom? I mean, you don't want to get any bad habits here. You want to stay sharp. You know, you've done so well up to now, and chances are a lot of these guys probably won't be playing in the second half. So you want to come off here with a good ending.
Gain of 6 on the play. Second and 4 for the Mustangs. I think that's their longest run from scrimmage of the night. Fronten to the right. And he is stopped after a couple of yards.
And that's it.
And that'll do it. The end of the first half. Panthers dominate 41-0 over the Medway Mustangs. We'll be back with second half action in just a few moments.
And as the Panthers come back out onto the field for the second half, I'll give you some first half stats, excuse me. As you might imagine from the score, Panthers leading 41-0. Everything on the stat sheet pointing towards the Panthers. 13 first downs to only 2 for Medway. Check out the total yardage. This is just eye-popping. 298 total yards of offense for the Panthers, only 18 for Medway. That's 123 yards passing, 175 yards rushing for Holliston, 16 yards passing, just 2 yards rushing the ball for Medway. Both teams have lost a fumble in this game, and 3 tackles for loss by the Panthers. They're really getting after Medway on defense. Third down conversions, as you might imagine, really in favor of the Panthers. 5 of 6 for Holliston, only 1 of 6 for Medway. Quarterback TJ Kiley is 9 of 13 for 123 yards passing. That's 3 touchdowns as well. And Devin Harding leading the way, rushing the football. He's got 11 carries for 81 yards, including 2 rushing touchdowns. TJ Kiley has 31 yards rushing of his own. And Cooper Olsen with 27 yards rushing as well. Leading receiver for the Panthers is number 11, Brady Sweeney. He's got 3 catches for 55 yards and a touchdown. And Owen McCarron has 2 catches for 34 yards and a touchdown. For Medway, quarterback Luke Fratton, 2 of 11 for 16 yards, 0 touchdowns, 1 interception. Their leading rusher is Henry Comras. He's got 11 yards on 5 carries. For more stats and information on the Holliston Panthers, you can follow us on Twitter at HCatFootball, and that's the lowdown.
Thank you, Luz. Don't forget the Andrew Dennison interception.
The CompuStat is firing on all cylinders right now, Tom. I don't even have time.
Fumble. Oh, fumble.
Boxed around.
Oh, wow. Lucky.
Covered up at the 27-yard line.
And Medway looks like they recovered it.
Mustangs will start there.
Hannigan bounced that one around a little bit, but was able to recover. Medway will start at their own 29-yard line.
Well, it was all Holliston there in the first half, obviously, and see if this defense can keep it up.
Fronton fires to his left, complete, caught by number 7. Nice tackle there by number 21. We've already got some new players on defense. That was James Givens.
Gain of about, call it 6, second and 4.
New substitutions on defense.
Just to give you some stats, Owen Zakshevsky leading all tacklers with 3. And we have Nick Larch credited with a fumble recovery as well in the first half.
Second down and 3 for Medway. They're back to the air. Short pass, complete. Taken down by Brady Sweeney, but not before Medway picks up a first down.
Yeah, that was a nice job by Medway getting out there and a little comeback pass. Get out where he had to get for his first down.
Well, Fronton was 17 of 28 for 164 yards last week against Medfield.
Well, we talked about it, Tom. I mean, like you had said from the beginning, he can play. He's a good ball player. He's a good quarterback. You know, he just needs time. And what quarterback doesn't?
Fronton on first down, and oh, he is taken down by the Panthers. That's number 54, Pierce Olachi. He got a lot of help from Lucas Badenkorf, and number 70, that's Jack Schellings.
Well,
the 3 of them were there like a freight train, for crying out. 3 freight trains.
Pierce Olachi, the captain, you know, he does it both on offense and defense, playing in those lines. And
now they're marking off a penalty again?
Yeah, so there was a penalty for an illegal block by Medway, so that's going to back them up 15 yards.
Can I say I didn't see a block on the play? Is that wrong?
Maybe that was why it was illegal. You got to throw at least one.
So it's going to be 1st and 25 after the penalty.
First and about 23.
Front and back to pass. Fires. Picks off. Interception by number 6. Andrew Dennison with his second pick of the game.
Well, great defense there by Andrew Dennison, but he better thank C.J. Pacheco a little bit too, because C.J. was putting big pressure on front, and front. He just had to get rid of the ball a little bit before he wanted to. And again, with that great speed, he can cut across the face of the receiver to make the catch. I mean, what are you going to do? He's faster than your receiver. He ended up being the receiver on the play.
So another turnover created by the Panther defense. 9:42 to go in the third quarter.
You know, it's got to be frustrating. You feel
the Panther war offense comes out. Sorry, Jay.
You feel you get a little something going, and then all of a sudden you get a turnover. And
Nick Larch is quarterback. Larch. There's the handoff to Devin Harding around the right side. And he strings it out, but then he's upfield. Looked like they had him for a no gain or a short gain, and he's up the field 9 yards.
You know, all night, not just tonight, another many times, you think someone's had him, and he just keeps pumping those legs. I mean, again, if you're a coach of a little league, Pop Warner team or something, take a picture of him and show your running backs. That's how to run.
Number 17, Aiden Ibbotson in at the left wing. Pitch to Ibbotson. Bounces it outside, gets the first down, spins inside the 30-yard line to the 29.
Well, Aiden Ibbetson's another one. You know, he played at the end of that Franklin game. I call it a game. And he was sensational. I mean, with the ball, they couldn't take him down either.
So Jack McElliott is in at the right wing running back spot with Ibbotson on the other side. Ibbotson with the pitch. Hits that right side on first down. Picks up about 3 yards.
Nice job following his blockers there. I'll tell you, though, again, maybe you don't want to throw the ball in this situation, but the way they're coming in, you can easily do a reverse and go to the outside, especially the left-hand side right now, and there is nobody over there. That you watch that safety, he's the only one with a chance, and he's coming in on every play. He's coming in to make the tackles.
2nd and 6 for the Panthers. Inside handoff, this one to Sahagan.
He looks like he might have the first.
He got to the 20. He needed to get to the 19. Number 84, Blake Harper, into the game at tight end. One Zach Shefsky getting a well-deserved rest.
Third and a yard.
7:05 left to go in the
third. Third and 1 for Holliston. Ibbotson tripped up, but he's away. Touchdown, Panthers! Aiden Ibbotson.
Well, what happened there is great balance by Aiden Ibbotson. He came out and it looked like, I don't know if someone just got their hand on his foot or if he just kind of stumbled a little bit and held his balance and was able to take it in. I'm telling you, he did that against Franklin too. He can do that, and he's a great back to have there behind Harding.
A 22-yard run by number 17, his first touchdown of his Panther career. Elliott's extra point is up
Good.
and good. And with 6:38 left in the third quarter, it's 48-0.
Well, what will happen now is we will go into what they call running time, and they just kind of let the clock run. They don't have a lot of stoppages in the running time. Well, the rule is if you're up by 42 points in the third quarter, it's running time, or if you're up by 30 points in the fourth quarter, it's running time.
Jack McElliott having a nice night as kicker, 6 of 7 extra points.
Because of the MIAA rules, a 40-point lead in the third quarter means the clock will continue.
I think what you're going to have with Jack is that he's going to be given the opportunity to score a lot of extra points this year.
We'll stop for injuries and timeouts. Other than that, pretty much run.
He's only a sophomore.
Only a sophomore. They got a couple sophomores here. Maidenkopf is is another one.
Ibbotson, sophomore. OZ with the kick
Whoa, nice kick.
to the 15.
13-yard line.
And he makes it all the way to the 31-yard line.
Of about 17 yards.
OZ on the tackle.
And the kicker made the tackle. That's a great call.
OZ and others on the stop.
Those good eyes.
42 points. A 42-point lead in the third.
Just had my prescription renewed, so it should be.
Yeah. You are talking about eyeglasses.
Yes.
Okay. Clock running. 4:52 left to go in the third. Holliston's getting some other players in here now.
Medway 1st and 10 at the 31, their own 31. Broughton moves his running back around. He pitches out to Camaris,
Left side.
but he
Oh,
can't
nice
find
tackle.
the outside.
Short game.
Panthers with great pursuit.
You know, I used to think this a lot in a lot of college games when the games get out of hand, you know, and the coaches put in the second team. Well, the second team, that's their one chance to play. They're going to be out there playing as hard as they possibly can. So it's not like you're going to go out there and ease your way down the field for a touchdown. These kids are out there to prove a point. They want to get higher up in the depth chart, and they want to show what they got too. So you're going to be getting kids doing a lot of stuff out there.
Number 10, Landon Beecher checks in at middle linebacker. Broughton on 2nd down and 12. Goes right, looks back left. Got a nice little screen set up. Camaris keeps his feet and has a first down. Wow.
What a great run. That thing I thought was getting blown up back as soon as he caught the pass, and he was able to just keep going and get that first down. Absolutely nicely done.
Massive run comes about 13 yards.
The ball's at the Medway 47.
Jack McElligott may have made a touchdown-saving tackle on that last one.
Yeah, it was touchdown saving. You're right, because if he broke that tackle, I think he was gone.
From the 47.
Broughton back to pass. Goes deep down the sidelines.
Great catch.
Incomplete.
Out of bounds. Oh,
Dropped it.
he dropped it. Oh,
Yeah, it was a
wow.
great pass, though.
Looked like Hannigan had it. He had a step on the defensive back, but couldn't bring it in.
Joey Tomaselli had that coverage.
Clock running, 2:10 left to go in the third.
Incomplete pass. 2nd and 10.
See if Holliston comes with a blitz here.
2nd and 10 for Medway. Front, hands off to Camaris. Breaks a few tackles.
Oh, there's a flag.
And we got a flag in the middle of that pile.
Kind of about where sometimes you get a block in the back, but
Henry Conrad, the ball carrier.
Back in Holliston up. I think it might have been a face mask.
oh yeah, must have been.
Face mask against
Yeah.
Holliston will move
That is the call.
it to a first down Medway. Mustangs on the 39 now.
Well, there's only 5 yards marked off. Do they think they have a choice of 5 or 15 on those face mask penalties?
I don't know. Why wouldn't you take 15? It doesn't make much
It was
sense.
15 from the line of scrimmage.
Oh,
Broughton to Camaris.
Conrad's again.
they'll probably get to squeeze in one more play here in
With the stop.
the third.
Commerce picks up 5 yards.
I'll tell you, this second team for Holliston, they're not making it easy on Medway.
Gain of about 5, 2nd and long 5, short 6.
Some of the
They're going to let the clock run out. Look the way it looks.
Run down, that is the end of the third
and that'll
quarter.
bring us to the end of the third quarter. Holliston 48, Medway nothing. We'll be back with fourth quarter action in just a moment.
Shutouts are so rare.
2nd down and 6 for Medway.
2nd and 6.
Here comes a blitz off the right side. Right into the blitz. Right
And
into the
Hannigan
blitz. Perfect call.
Tackled right away by number 15.
Also to play, Kevin Sahajian.
Kevin Sahajian with the hit.
Kevin the running back ran right into the blitz. Kevin came off that right side, and he was just standing there waiting for the running back to get to him.
Some of the numbers I see: number 59, Andrew Raffo; number 60, Tristan Crimmins; number 77, Charlie Stott;
This is really
Number 24, Matt Hunt. 3rd down and 11 for Medway. Front, back to pass. And incomplete.
thrown a little low. It's nice he led him perfectly, but it was just a little bit low.
Bring up a 4th down.
When Holliston has teams like this and games like this, this is where all these other kids get so much varsity experience that, next year when they come in, they've played a lot. Some of these kids are playing the entire second half here.
This is Medway's only their second 4th down of the night. They were unsuccessful on their first attempt.
Colin Kerr, number 16. 4th and 11 for Medway.
Here they
Front,
come.
back to pass. Fires to the left side.
Incomplete.
Incomplete.
Who was that on the coverage? I didn't see how it ended up, but it looked
I
like
think that was, well, Kerr was over there, 16.
it looked like his hand came down. I don't know if he was able to knock it out because we can't see in front of the bench here. But
So the Panthers' second defense holds, and the offense will come out.
Andrew Raffo got some pressure on the quarterback, too.
clock still running now. There'll be 9.5 minutes left. I gotta say, I really think these running time rules really make a lot of sense. You know, I mean, I know the kids maybe don't get to play quite as much because there's not as many plays being run.
See number 66, Jimmy Bordeaux, checked in at offensive line. McElligott and Ibbotson at the running back spots. Ibbotson, number 17, fake to him.
Using an inside gain of about 7.
That was a really nice
that was-
fake.
That was Sahagan. Or who was at the fullback spot?
I don't know. I saw Ibbotson. I didn't catch the fake until just near the end of the play. Carried out very well.
Yeah, that was Sahagan, number 15. Sorry, didn't get that number right. 9-yard gain, 2nd and 1 for Holliston.
And this offensive line is doing really well. The second team is here.
Larch turns around to Sahagan
Oh.
again. And he fights his way across midfield for another first down.
That was looked like one of those no-look passes from Nick Lodge. He just kind of looked in one direction and handed the ball off in the other. And so I think
Number 31, Tommy Quinn comes in at quarterback. He's going to run the war offense right here. He's just a freshman.
Gain of maybe 2.
Ibbotson for a couple.
Ibbotson for about 2.
Number 80, Max Moraro. '53, Caleb Greenberg. See if I get some of these other numbers. 84, Blake Harper. McElligott, number 20. And he is swarmed under near midfield.
don't hurt that leg. We need that leg.
Just the toe.
He had the catch from Beecher at the end of the Franklin thing. He had caught the ball for the touchdown, kicked the extra point, scored the last 7 points for Holliston, the Holliston win of that scrimmage. 6:10 left to go in the game.
It's going to be a beautiful day. They would appreciate your support.
Third down and 14. Quarterback takes it himself.
Mustangs pushing back on that one.
Quinn is thrown back after a short gain. That brings up 4th and 12.
Clock still running, 5.5 minutes left. See if Holliston just hangs on to the ball here, if they punt it away.
Coach Kiley's going to call a timeout. Or no, he's just switching out his...
He's sending in his punt team, looks like. Well, maybe he's going to have to call a timeout. I guess he did call a timeout. Clock is stopped.
He did call a timeout. Well, 5:08.
Yep.
The Panthers have been dominant tonight. It's not going to be so easy next week against the Milton Wildcats. They'll be traveling all the way down there, and
Yep.
Milton is one of the top teams in Eastern Massachusetts, #1 in Division III.
Yeah, Milton had a nice win over Situate last week. As we said earlier, Situate's playing Duxbury tonight. Duxbury is way up there in the state too, so we'll get a good idea of where we are next week.
So too much delay of game against Holliston.
Yeah,
I think it's too many men, actually.
too many guys on the field there.
Too many men on the field.
Who's getting ready to punt?
Oh, nice little punt. Take a bounce. Oh, there you go.
Takes a Holliston bounce.
I thought he hit that ball, no?
It is down at the 10-yard
I
line.
thought he hit it.
Yeah. I guess not.
That was a heck of a kick by number 53, Caleb Greenberg.
.330, the clock's still running. That was a nice win for Holliston. You know, big win, big rivalry here with Medway. You were talking about how many games they played against each other, and
It's the 74th meeting.
3 minutes.
Holliston leading the series, 45 wins, 24 losses, and 4 ties.
you know, they added another W here tonight.
Like a gain of about 3.
Gain of 3 on first down.
On to Milton. We'll be there next week.
Link Harper on the tackle.
But, you know, if you can get down there, get down there. Really, it really helps the kids out to have a big crowd down there. So if you can get down there, get down there. If not, if you're unable to for whatever reason, just look for us. I guess we're on YouTube, right? Is that where we are?
Right, YouTube Live. But HCAT tweets out the link and puts it up on Facebook before every ball game.
Okay. They tweet, they Facebook, they this, they that.
They probably Instagram, but I don't do Instagram. Second down and 7 to
2 minutes.
Medway.
Coming this way.
Clock running with 1:50 left to go.
Landon Beecher.
Well, this is a team, this Medway. You talked about this earlier, Tom. They should. They really had a good shot of beating Medfield. They probably should have. It was the 3 turnovers that cost them in that game. But other than that, they really outplayed them, especially yardage-wise. So that gives you a little indication of, maybe what Medfield's a little bit like. I saw the Ashland-Dover-Sherburne game, and Dover-Sherburne had beat Ashland. And, Dover-Sherburne had some speed. I don't think as much as Holliston, but the speed kind of hurt Ashland in that game.
Second down and 5 or third down and 5.
Oh, nice
tackle by number 60,
Tackle for
Tristan Crimmins.
Tackle for a loss right there of about 2 yards. Well, these kids practice just as hard as the first team does, and it's great to see all these kids get out there and get a shot.
Should be the last play of the game. Medway with 4th and 7. And a big countdown by the Red Sea, and that does it. Holliston 48, Medway nothing.
Well, a game that was won on the offensive end, the defensive end, the special team end, but that defense, Carlos had mentioned a little bit earlier, is that it's pretty rare to throw a shutout in football, and that defense again, they're gonna have their hands full next week. But I'll tell you what, right now it looks like they're gonna be able to be up to the challenge.
Right, 6 different Panthers with touchdowns tonight. 2 from Devin Harding, 2 touchdown passes by TJ Kiley. Rushing touchdown by TJ. Andrew Dennison with a touchdown. Owen McCarron with his first touchdown. Aiden Ibbotson with his first touchdown. And a touchdown by Brady Sweeney. A great night for Panther football. Great night weather-wise. The whole Ibbotson clan was here out to see see the younger brother.
We got to see Brendan and Dylan. They came back. That's always good to see them.
Okay, and now Carlos with Los's final lowdown.
Thanks, Tom. The final score from Kamitian Field, it's all Panthers in this one. They take it by a score of 48-0 over the Mustangs of Medway. Complete domination by the Panthers in every category on the stat sheet. 359 total yards of offense for Holliston. They held Medway to under 50 yards of total offense. 49 yards for the Mustangs. 16 first downs for Holliston, only 4 first downs in the entire game for Medway. Just a defensive performance like none other that we've seen in a long time. 123 yards passing for Holliston, 236 yards rushing for the Panthers. Each team lost 1 fumble. And in terms of actual turnover margin, Panthers came away with a +2 turnover margin over the Mustangs of Medway. That includes a couple of interceptions as well for Holliston. Individually for the Panthers, quarterback TJ Kiley was 9 of 13 for 123 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Leading rusher for the Panthers was Devin Harding. He had 12 carries for 90 yards and 2 touchdowns. Aiden Ibbotson, 38 yards on 4 carries, including a touchdown. TJ Kiley had 31 yards rushing of his own, including a touchdown. And then the leading receivers for the Panthers, Brady Sweeney had 3 catches for 55 yards and a touchdown. Owen McCarron, 2 catches for 34 yards, including a touchdown. And Andrew Dennison, 2 catches for 29 yards and a touchdown. For Medway, not much to talk about, but quarterback Luke Fraughton, 6 of 18 for 47 yards, no touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Their leading rusher was Henry Comras. He had 7 carries for 13 yards. However, the story was the Holliston Panthers defense. A lot of players on this team contributing to this great shutout win. Leading the way was Owen Zakshevsky. He had 4 tackles, including a tackle for loss. Brady Sweeney also with another tackle for loss to go along with his 3 tackles. There are a couple of turnovers, actually 3 turnovers in this game by the Panthers. There were 2 interceptions from Andrew Dennison to go along with his 2 tackles. And then Nick Larsh had a fumble recovery as well. A couple of other guys checking in with tackles for loss in big games on the defensive side of the ball. Pierce Alachi with the tackle for loss. Joey Gentile with a tackle for a loss as well. Just an all-around great performance from everyone on defense. For more stats and information on the Holliston Panthers, you can follow us on Twitter at HCatFootball, and that's the lowdown.
Thank you, Los. We also want to thank Bruce Guilfoy, high above courtside up here in the big camera. We want to thank Christian Boudet here doing all his magical work with his computer, and our own Tom Harmon, who's down on the field with the field camera. Well, Came up here. It's a great day for Holliston, and you brought him another win, Tom. I mean, I don't know what your magic is. I don't know what you're doing, but you gave him a shutout this week. And,
well, it was the Orange tonight, and Timmy O'Connell's foundation. Come out for Tim's trot tomorrow.
Final score from Kamitian Field, Holliston 48, Medway nothing. We'll see you next week over in Milton.
Good night, everybody.